On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Dakari DeMonte Cager, file number 23-02104, council appearance.
Thank you, Your Honor. Dale Coltrader on behalf of the people.
Luke Goodrich from the Public Defender's Office here to represent Mr. Cager, who is appearing from the Ingham County Jail today.
Okay, Mr. Cager, you can hear us okay?
Amen.
Today's the date and the time that's set for a probable cause conference. This matter was scheduled for preliminary examination on July 27, 2023 at 9:30 in the morning. My understanding, however, is that the parties want to waive the exam. Is that correct?
That'd be correct. People would unconditionally waive their right to the exam. And that's the defense's position. Be bound over on the charges and the complaint.
Mr. Goodrich?
Yes, that is correct, Your Honor.
Okay, so Mr. Cager, you understand that in this matter, you're being charged in count 1 with weapons carrying concealed, count 2 weapons, firearms, possession by felon, count 3 weapons, felony firearm, and then count 4 police officer assaulting, resisting, obstructing. There's a habitual third offense notice, and you have the right to have a preliminary examination in each of these counts next
Yes,
week.
ma'am.
You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Understand the purpose of the examination?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you want to waive your right to have the prosecution meet their burden to establish whether or not they have sufficient probable cause to charge you with each of those crimes?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody making any promises to you to get you to waive your rights as it
No,
relates
ma'am.
to your exam? Okay, any threats being made to you in exchange for you waiving your exam?
Ma'am.
Signed over date is August 2nd. You do not need to appear in court on August 2nd. That's the date that they get the file from this court, okay? I didn't hear anything.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Your next court date will be in circuit court. That will be a pre-trial. Mr. Goodrich will be made aware of that date. Bond was set at 7,500, 10%. Are we addressing bond for any reason?
Your Honor, I wanted to let the court know that Mr. Cager yesterday was sentenced to a prison term by Judge Kennedy. So we are not going to be addressing bond at this time. And I would ask the court to make a note in the file so for the circuit court that he is likely going to be at in the MDOC at that time.
Okay, I will make note of that in the file. Any additional matters today?
Not from the people.
Not from the defense either, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set, Mr. Cager.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah. Yeah. This guy done good.
Remove him. Easley was continued to exam. Marianne Parker, does she have an attorney?
She said she retained Toby White yesterday, but then she also said Toby White's not gonna come.
What's your name, sir?
Stephen Matthew Williams.
Abbott, you need to speak to him.
Stephen Williams.
Correct, did you need to speak to him?
Yes, sir.
Spoke with him yesterday.
Okay, sounds good. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Stephen Stephen Matthew Williams. I have file numbers 23-00434 and 23-02019.
Thank you, Your Honor. Dale Culture on behalf of the people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. John Adams with the Public Defender's Office representing Mr. Williams. He appears today on Zoom.
Okay, today was the date set for pre-trials on both files. I'm sorry, probable cause conference on both trials. Looks like they're scheduled a preliminary examination in each file July 27th at 10 a.m. Are we continuing to exam?
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
Okay, looks like I had already waived or found good cause to waive the 21 days when he was in Mecosta County.
That makes sense, Your Honor. He was just released this week
Okay,
and he got in contact with me immediately.
very good. So this matter will proceed to exam July 27th at 10 a.m. Any additional matters for the record today?
Not from the people, Your Honor.
Not from the defense. Did you have a question, Mr. Williams?
No questions at this moment, sir.
Okay, call me if you have one, all right?
Yes, sir.
Bond in each file will continue. You're all set, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Shanique Parker, file number 23-02121, council appearance.
Thank you, Your Honor. Dale Culture on behalf of the people.
Okay, Ms. Shaniqua Parker. You have to unmute.
I'm sorry, I thought you guys muted me. Yes, ma'am. This is Shaniqua Parker.
We probably did, but before you speak, you just have to unmute yourself. We don't have the authority to unmute you after we mute you.
I didn't know. I've never done anything like this before, so.
No problem. Today is the date that's set for a probable cause conference, and you are scheduled for preliminary examination on the 27th of July at 9:30. Do you have an attorney?
On that day, yes, I will have them present.
Did you retain counsel?
Yes.
Okay, who did you retain?
Toby White is his name.
Did you pay him, or are you going to retain him?
I'm going to pay him today, but I called and, well, my friend actually helped me because she already has a lawyer through him. Well, she's already has a case through him, so I'm setting the meet up today with payment.
Okay, sounds good. So it looks like you're going to retain counsel. You have not retained him yet. And so that's why we don't have an appearance from him. So
Right.
we will see you all if you do retain him on next week, July 27th, because you have not, or you cannot confirm that you've hired counsel. I'm going to treat next week as another probable cause conference. I'll address the timeline on that date. I'm not going to require any witnesses to appear next week.
We have no objection to it.
I'm sorry, I've never done this, but is that called a continuance? Because that's what I was trying to ask for.
Yeah, we are going to continue. So you'll appear in person next week with your attorney, okay?
Okay, and is that for the same court day that I have already?
Correct. July 27th at 9:30.
Okay. All right.
Do you have any other
so
questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Not from the people, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set for today, Ms. Parker.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Who's in the jail? Is that Gavin?
Thanks.
What's your name, sir? What's your name? Say it again.
Gavin Kamara.
Oh, okay. Who's representing him?
I am, Your Honor. Good morning.
Good morning, or good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Did you want to speak to him, or did you already speak with him?
I've spoken with Mr. Camerani concerning this file previously, well in advance, had a meaningful consultation with him concerning this. Your Honor, for the record, my name is Keith Watson. I'm the public defender out here. On behalf of Camerani, he's present from the Ingham County Jail remotely right now. I've taken the opportunity to discuss with Mr. Coulter of the prosecuting attorney's office ahead of time some issues related to the examination, which is presently scheduled for next week.
Okay. How do we want to proceed?
Thank you, Honor. Dale Coltrader on behalf of the people. We have had a chance to talk. It'd be, just so court knows, it'd be our intent to run the exam next week.
So we're going to continue to the exam and then address anything that comes up at that time.
Well, Your Honor, there's some issues presently right now. As part of my discussion with Mr. Coltrider today, I've shared with him that we have received redacted police reports in this case. And considering the serious nature of the offenses alleged here, and considering the court rule and our initial demand concerning police reports, I would ask that, I have asked Mr. Coltrider to bring to his office's attention the fact that we have only redacted police reports presently. If I'm not provided unredacted police reports, then I maybe make my motion under People versus Jack. And at the same time, Your Honor is well familiar, even just yesterday on a separate file, a homicide file, I was able to, with Ms. Gallagher of the prosecuting attorney's office, enter into an agreement concerning the receipt of unredacted reports. I'm hopeful that people will comply with the court rule and with decisions concerning the court rule as it relates to Jack timely, so that we are in a position to be able to appropriately address this examination, which I understand people have a right to, and they intend to run, whether or not the defense would choose to waive their right to examine. So that only punctuates the need for unredacted reports, and I ask that take place. I would also like to create the record as well, that the 21 days compliance that the court rule requires has to do with our initial demand, not today's request before Your Honor.
Thank you, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have made Mr. Watson aware that I will take that up with the office. I understand his position on this. I think there has been discussions at the office.
I'm sure that the public defender's office and the prosecutor's office will work that out in compliance with the court rules and won't need any further judicial engagement on that. So Christine, I was at a big bar meeting today and we discussed this very same thing. Apparently some prosecutors redacted copies and waiting for the defense counsel to object. So
Your Honor, am I on the correct understanding that there is presently no protective order that's been entered concerning this file?
I have not signed a protective order.
Very fine, thank you.
Any additional matters will continue at this time to preliminary examination on the 27th.
Nothing
Of
from
July.
the people, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. It's a pleasure to see you.
Same to you. Bond continued. You're all set, Mr. Kohlrami. Everyone else here? That's what's going on. Mr. Cornish left. Is Mrs. Lyons here?
Bert and Mark are currently not present.
Not yet, maybe? Mr. Sarts is here. Holberg's not here.
No Holberg yet, Your Honor. And Malcolm Robinson. Still got a few minutes.
Well, he has so too, so the 130 people. Stevenson, Stephen Williams. Continue to be Ayana Larkin. No. Have you been in contact?
No, Your Honor.
Holberg, have you been in contact?
Yeah, Sarah's been leaving, playing voicemail tag with him all morning, so he should be here some way, hopefully, or unless you gotta make up again.
Sounds good.
They're not, it is.
Unfortunately,
Mark Williams.
Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Mark Williams and file number 20-02119. Mr. Williams, today is the date we're addressing a bench warrant. Looks like this is for a reckless driving. Driving while license is suspended and operating without motorcycle endorsement. Looks like the last time he failed to appear was back in January,
Yes,
January 31st, 2023. There was an attempt to writ you here after receiving your
Yes.
letter, but you must have already been released.
I
Oh,
went to try that. I was 7 months incarcerated,
okay, sounds good. So they tried to writ you here for March 28th, and they were unsuccessful with
yes,
that.
ma'am, I left on the 21st.
Okay, sounds good. So what's your home address?
It's changed, 1230. 2948. 2948,
So not 1230?
sorry,
Oh, okay, 2948.
12 Oaks Drive. 48813.
Your phone number?
517-243-6224.
Okay, I think this is a Judge Moore case, is that correct? We have a pre-trial date.
Just plead guilty, ma'am.
I'm sorry?
Is there any way that I can just plead guilty and get this over with? This whole thing's been getting drug out for a long time. Case is from 2020, and I don't need a public defender or anything.
So you understand, well, you
I
were previously
understand
arraigned on this.
Yes, ma'am.
And did you have a public defender before?
A co-defendant?
Public defender.
Oh, yeah, he never showed up to court and everything else. I've been here about 3 times in the midst of it.
No way the public defender would not show up to court.
Oh,
It
yeah.
said it was Aaron Schrader.
Yeah, I'd just like to represent myself and get this taken care
Okay.
of.
Well, I need to have a city attorney here in order to do that, and I don't have a city attorney here. So you obviously have the right to be represented by counsel, and you can waive that representation if you'd like, but I still need a prosecutor.
Oh, I understand.
Right, so what I have to do is see if there is a city attorney that could come up right now from the 5th floor. It's Friday at 1:45.
I understand.
It's not a great possibility, but we'll try.
Thank you so much.
Can you see if there's a city attorney? Otherwise, what we'll do is. Where is Judge Ward? This is actually Judge Ward's case, it's not my case. We're probably gonna have to give you a pre-trial date. Trial hearing at 1. Oh, she did have a hearing at 1. Bigelow, it will be Judge Ward's city attorney. You need to call the main office anyways. We don't call individual city attorneys because they may not be here. You can have a seat. We'll see if we can find a city attorney, and then I'll see if the judge of record is
You
willing
want
to.
me to sit here?
Yep, you can have a seat right out there. We'll see if we can get you a city attorney, and then I'll see if the judge of record is available to take a
Thank you
plea if that's
so
what you
much.
want to do, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your name, sir?
Michael Robinson.
Michael Robinson. It's probably Malcolm. Are you and Malcolm in the same house?
Yes.
Okay, he needs to start his audio. Could you let him know that?
Okay. Just later. Can you hear me now?
I can, thank you. Hang tight, I'll see if your attorney needs to meet with you. Oh, Mr. Starks is on Zoom. Mr. Starks, are you there?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
No, but you tell your attorney Holberg was here. Oh, okay. Mr. Holberg is here.
Yes, yeah, John is talking to him outside, and
Okay, perfect.
thank you.
Thank you. Who's in the jail?
Your Honor, may I meet with Mr. Jelks in the breakout room, please?
One moment. Are you ready on Holberg?
I'm ready on Robinson.
Oh, okay. Which Robert? Oh, both.
Malcolm.
Okay, is Michael getting conflict counsel or something?
Michael was denied counsel. He's
Not in.
financially not qualified.
Okay, so. Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Malcolm Robinson. I have file numbers 23-02147 and 22-03211. Council appearance.
Thank you, Your Honor. Dale Coulter, representing the people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. John Abbott with the Public Defender's Office representing Malcolm Robinson. He's appearing by video.
Okay, Mr. Malcolm Robinson, today's the date set for your probable cause conference. You have a preliminary examination in both of these files. It's scheduled for July 27, 2023 at 10:30 in the morning. Are we continuing to examine both?
Well, Your Honor, I have not been able to speak with Mr. Robinson yet, I guess. So we'll leave it on the schedule today, but it's very possible we'll negotiate it out.
You haven't spoken to him yet.
I mean, I haven't, this is the first time I've seen him.
Oh, I can book you in a private meeting room. That's the whole point of the probable cause conference.
Sure, that'd be great. I'll zoom in from elsewhere.
Okay, hang tight, Mr. Robinson. We'll get your attorney in the room with you. And then Mr. Michael, let me call his case. We're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Michael Robinson in file number 23-02148. Council appearance.
Dale Coulter appearing on behalf of the people.
Okay, and Michael Robinson, can you unmute, please?
Yes. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Today's the date set for a probable cause conference, and my understanding is that you were denied representation by the Office of the Public Defender. Do you
Yes.
intend to hire your own attorney?
Yes. I'm looking for one now. Actually.
Okay, so you're currently scheduled for preliminary examination next week, July 27th at 10:30 in the morning. You need to appear in person. If you do hire counsel, they will need to file their appearance. Because you have not hired counsel at this time, which means they have not yet gotten any discovery, I'm going to treat your preliminary examination date as another probable cause conference, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any questions today?
No, ma'am.
Okay, well, we'll see you next week at 10:30.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Ayanna Larkin, file number 23-0082 and 23-01608.
Thank you, Your Honor. Dale Colfer on behalf of the people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. May it please the court. Deputy Chief Public Defender Steve Connors on behalf of Ms. Larkin, who's in the court and standing to my right.
Okay. Is the person in that Mr. Sars's meeting was still in the breakout room? Okay. Today's the date and the time set for probable cause conferences in both files. You have preliminary examinations in both files scheduled for the 27th of July at 10 o'clock in the morning. Are we continuing to preliminary examination?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Larkin, we'll see you in person at the court next week, 10 o'clock in the morning, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions at this time?
No, I do not.
Our bond in each file will continue. Any additional matters for the record?
Not from the people.
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're all set.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Holberg is still here? Okay. Mr. Holberg is ready to proceed. Are you handling that one, or is Mr. Abbott going to do that?
I believe Mr. Abbott talked to Mr. Holberg. It's my understanding that we were just going to leave the matter on for a preliminary examination, Your Honor. He does have a misdemeanor offer on the table. But it's my understanding that he wanted to proceed to this preliminary examination at this time, but I'll defer to Mr. Abbott.
Okay, Mr. Abbott is in a breakout room, so we'll wait for him to come back. We're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Kaiwan Jelks, file number 23-02138, appearance.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Oh, sorry, Dale.
Need someone else?
I have the other counsel saying with me. So she just stepped up. So.
Okay, we need to get another prosecutor.
Nobody.
Who? Oh,
She's coming right in, Your Honor.
wonderful, thank you. Counsel, have your appearance for the record.
I apologize, Your Honor. Angela Delvera on behalf of the people.
No
Good
problem.
afternoon.
Today's, oh, sorry, I thought you already put yours on the record.
My apologies, Your Honor. Jacob Sartz, Assistant Public Defender, here on behalf of Mr. Jelks. He's appearing by Polycom from the Ingham County Jail. I'm appearing by Zoom. Thank you.
Okay, today was the date that was scheduled for a probable cause conference. We do have a preliminary examination scheduled next week, July 27th at 10:30 in the morning. Are we continuing to examine this time?
Your Honor, the defense is requesting an adjournment at this time. Mr. Jelks will be waiving his timeline, and we would request a new preliminary examination date. Excuse me, Your Honor. The reason for the delay is discovery, Your Honor. I'm still in the process of receiving additional discovery. We expect it's going to be quite voluminous here. We do have a police report, but we expect quite a bit of additional discovery related to this file, and this is a request being made by the defense, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, and so Mr. Jelks, you understand that you do have the right to have a preliminary examination in this matter within 21 days of your arraignment, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so you were arraigned on this back on July 12th. However, due to the pending discovery request that your counsel has, are you willing to waive the timeline so that I can reset this?
Yes, ma'am.
Can do August 25th at 8:30. August 25th at 8:30 will be the new exam date. Any additional matters on this record?
Mr. Sartz, I just, I had brought a copy of the protective order for the forensic interview with me. I didn't realize you were going to be on Zoom. So
Oh,
I
I'm at
sent
the-
you.
I'm at the building. I'm
Oh,
just-
okay.
Yeah, I'll sign it and it'll be over in just a minute. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, any additional matters for you, Mr. Sartz?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, you're all set for today, Mr. Jelks.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What time was that on August 25th?
10:30,
10:30.
27.
27th. Oh, I'm glad.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said August 25th. Yeah.
25? Okay.
Yeah, August 25 at 8:30.
At 8:30?
Correct.
Thank you.
No problem.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Robert Holberg, file number 23-01512. Council appearance.
Thank you, Your Honor. Dale Coltrader on behalf of the people.
Mr. Abbott,
Good afternoon, Your Honor. John Abbott, who thought that Mr. Sartz was going to cover this, but I'll appear today.
he passed it back off to you while you were in the breakout room.
Thank you.
Today was the date that was set for a probable cause conference, and Mr. Sartz said that he would defer to you because you had the conversation as to whether or not we're continuing to exam next week.
He said that, did he? Well, Your Honor, I'm not sure whether I can see Mr. Holberg there in the courtroom, but I can't talk with him right now. So
Okay,
if you could give me a chance. to
okay,
speak
so you did not speak to Mr. Holberg?
No, I've been waiting to speak to either one of them.
Oh, okay, sounds good. Well, then we'll get Mr. Sartz. Mr. Sartz is available. We'll get him to speak to you in just a moment.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, for the confusion there.
No problem. Okay, and you have Malcolm.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, we're back on the record in the matters of the people of the state of Michigan versus Malcolm Robinson. And Mr. Abbott, you've been able to speak with your client. How do you want to proceed next week?
Yes, Your Honor, we'd like to leave this preliminary exams on the schedule.
Okay, we'll continue to examine both files July 27th at 10:30 in the morning in person at the court. Any questions today, Mr. Robinson?
No, ma'am.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Not from the people, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I have a corrected phone number for Mr. Robinson,
Okay, what is that?
269-999-3911.
That's the number I already have.
Well, it's different than the one I had. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay. No worries. I arranged him, so he gave me the right number. I don't know. I don't know what he gave you all.
All right.
All right.
Nothing
You're all
further.
set, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, may I approach with the protective order for the forensic interview?
Yes. Okay, so we're just waiting for Holbert at this point, I think. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Robert Holbert, file number 23-01512.
Your Honor, Dale Coltrane on behalf of the people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Jason Starr, support the Assistant Public Defender filling in for Sarah Donnelly, who is attorney of record for Mr. Holbert. Holbert is present at council table, will be staying by right.
Thank you, Mr. Holbert. How are you today?
Good, Your Honor, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Okay, so today is the date set for probable cause conference. We do have a preliminary examination scheduled next week, July 27th at 10 a.m. Are we continuing to exam?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. Put that in the file. Ms. Donnelly's going to handle the exam?
Correct.
Okay. And bar was set at 1,000 personal recognizance. That will continue. We'll be here in person again, okay? Any additional matters?
Now for the people I would just indicate as they're on the table.
Okay. And you've been communicated with about that officer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so you'll have time to discuss that further, I'm sure, and then we'll proceed to exam if that's what you want to do, okay?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
You're welcome. You're all set.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There we go.
Thank you.